So they asked Caitlin Clark this question in their press conference. Like, why? What relevance is this to basketball? And what relevance is this to Caitlin Clark?
I think for us, it's not really a discussion we really have in our locker room. I think it's for leagues and the governing bodies to work with their athletes to find solutions, but our focus is on basketball, and that's what we talk about and how we can get wins, and obviously we didn't do that tonight, so need to find an area to improve in that way.
Do you have any, reaction to the...
I just answered for you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll go over to the Zoom.
What are we doing? As a media, what are you doing? You're just trying to trip up a player. You're simply put trying to trip up a player because there is no answer. I mean this when I say this. There is no answer Caitlin Clark can give. There is no answer that Caitlin Clark can give in this scenario that will not make her life worse. Simple as that. There is no answer Caitlin Clark can give. Whatever her opinion is, not necessarily that I don't care, but her opinion is irrelevant to the whole topic. The leagues and the government and the governing bodies of sports will make the decisions whether or not Caitlin Clark cares or not. They will make the decisions whether or not Sophie Cunningham cares or not. They'll make the decisions whether or not Cheryl Reeve cares or not. They don't have any say. Let's be very real. They don't have any say. This is a topic that Sophie Cunningham wants to talk about. Sophie should talk about it. This is not a topic that Caitlin Clark, who doesn't want to talk about it, clearly should talk about. Kelsey Mitchell, as soon as it's asked, is like, oh God. And every press conference is just going to be asking this question over and over and over and over and over again. Not one player on this team wants to answer this question. Because to answer the question truthfully does not help anyone. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I don't know what these players' opinion is. Stephanie White's answer, in fairness, I don't even hate Stephanie White's answer. And the fact is that people come into every press conference, and it doesn't matter who they are, whether they are wacko left media or whether it's Outkick. They're coming into this press conference trying to bait Caitlin Clark into saying something that will boost their ratings while treating Caitlin Clark like their political football, as Adam Silver said. Answering no comment is the worst answer. I think Caitlin Clark probably gave the best answer she could give. Basically saying, I'll follow. It's not me, it's the league. I'll do whatever the league says. That is, realistically, is the best answer she could give. You know she prepped that answer. You know she knew she was going to be asked that question. And I'm going to be honest. There is no answer Caitlin Clark can give that doesn't cause any sort of division. And then that Seattle Storm writer pretending that the 15 people in Seattle were the reincarnation, or was a repeat of January the 6th. And then you see a fan spitting on another fan and the owner attacking girls in the front row. And it's like, at the end of the day, it is this here. I don't think it's a distraction in any way. I don't think these players care. These Indiana Fever players are not chronically online. They are not chronically online. They don't care. They get answered once in a press conference. They're like, oh God, really? It's not a negative thing. You can see the way these players react around or interact around Sophie. You can see how these players interact around each other, or interact with each other. They don't care. They don't care that Sophie says this. They don't care what Sophie's opinion is on it. Not they don't care what Sophie's opinion is on this. They don't stand strongly. They don't stand strongly enough against it that it's going to be we're going to turn this team in. We're just going to turn this team into activists. Because and the whole thing is, even if it is, it's one thing I'll always give Sophie Cunningham credit for is that even if the whole team was against Sophie Cunningham, it wouldn't affect how Sophie interacts with her team. Because let's be real, her fucking podcast host went the complete opposite way in that topic to her, and I don't think she cares. We saw her interacting with Cheryl Reeve, and ironically, I don't think Cheryl Reeve hates Sophie Cunningham either. I don't think either of them hate each other. it is one of these things where you've now got things where, by the way, no space for hate. No space for hate. I didn't think I could dislike anyone more than Clark. Congrats, Cunningham. Like, I'm sorry if you're not allowed to hold up a sign saying thank you, Sophie, but you're allowed to say I didn't think I could dislike anyone more than Clark. Thank Sophie. Like, this league is not no space for hate. There is no space for hate, and we're not gonna attack the person here because there's no benefit in doing that. There's no benefit in doing that, but like, again, the league, no hate signs, but we're gonna keep hate signs. And by the way, I don't care. You are allowed to hate anyone for any reason. Like, let's be real. You are allowed in life. There are 180 people watching this. There might be 5,000 people watching this video. Every single person watching this hates someone just because they hate them. Like, they annoy them. They don't like being around them. There's no like tangible reason to hate them. They just hate them. Every single person is like that. Me, you, everybody has people like that. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you always watch this and you're seeing the media trying to trap Caitlin. Look, there's a reason I think Outkick didn't get their credentials for this game. Why? Because they knew Outkick were going to ask this question. And both sides of the extreme are the same thing. You've got the Roberta adjacent people who don't care about basketball. You got the Roberta adjacent people that are don't care about basketball and are gonna want Caitlin to do this. You get the Outkick adjacent people that don't care about basketball and are gonna want to make Caitlin answer this question. At the end of the day, whatever Caitlin Clark, like whatever people want Caitlin Clark to be, as like one side wants Caitlin Clark to Maya Moore herself out of the league, another side wants Caitlin Clark to be full on build a wall. But like, at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark just wants to play basketball. Like, this is a player who wants to play basketball and wants to do whatever she can to beat the person right in front of her. I don't think she cares who's in front of her. I don't think she cares what other teams build up. I don't think she cares. I think she is, whoever you put out in front of me, I'm going to get the better of you. Just like I think Kelsey Mitchell is that. Just like I think a lot of fewer players are like that. But yeah, they are trying to trap Caitlin, and I think she gave probably the best possible answer she could give. And she's going to get hate no matter what her answer is. I think it's probably the least hate she could have gotten was with that specific answer, if I'm being completely honest. Probably is. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm probably right there.